Hello and welcome to the video. It's me, Flea from Pandora Magazine, and today we're going to have a quick look at some of the ongoings with the Pandora 10th, with the updates and everything else. Before that though, let's have a quick look at some of the previous boards. We got the Pandora Box DX, which came out in 2020, had 3,000 games, suffered from screen tearing, but was pretty good overall. This was followed up by the Pandora Box Special, which contained 20,000 more games even, and was available in pink. Ideal for all you Barbie fans out there. But were the games any better? I have to say no, there weren't really any great additions overall. It was mainly like SNES, NES, and just other crappy games that you probably won't play. And next up we have the Pandora Box EX, released in 2021. This was definitely a step up from the DX, definitely its stock anyway. And yeah, what can we say about it? It was more powerful, had more emulators on it. It was Hulk green, so a bit better than the Barbie pink. Sorry. Yeah, it came with PSP emulators, so you had a whole bunch of games. It got rid of the screen tear that the DX suffered, but unfortunately it didn't have the aspect ratio fix or anything like that we thought it would have. Team Pandora really liked it in their first review. Then they got a second board on release, which was in Chinese, which kind of made them not like it, or some other reason. Could be the security was beefed up, and that's why they couldn't crack this one, so they moved on to the Amiga instead. But this is what it is. EX, still pretty decent board overall. Moving on, we've got version 1 of the Pandora Box 10th. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, so this was the first version. It has the aspect ratio adjustments, controller mapping, whole bunch of new emulators. You can filter by emulators. Even the first version, I think it's really good. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. It did have some issues like the scan lines, which have been present on every board. The blur, and also gamepads didn't work with it, unfortunately. But that all got fixed in version 2, which is out now, as you know. But yeah, version 2, it's got better scan lines. It can have updates all through the internet, and the blur's gone. It's got more gun games. They've added a shit ton of games and all sorts. But moving on, let's have a quick look. How do you update your 10th? If you've got the first version, unfortunately you can't. If you've got the second version, then what you do is you plug it in, leave it on the main screen. You can see mine in progress there. If you look on the bottom right hand side of the game screen, it'll show you the version. So I've just left that playing, and as you can see, here's the fixes and new features of these updates. So just looking at the changelog, we can see there's been quite a few different fixes and features added. And they've modified the button mapping to match the middle button of the light gun joystick. They've turned off the images blur filter, and the pixels are much sharper and the picture's a lot clearer. The old DX scan lines are gone. They are dead. We've got the much better and nicer scan lines, which we can now enjoy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. the cores changed to MAME from Fireburn Alpha. This is because on the Neon Highway level, the characters were kind of in front of the offset on the screen. So you couldn't actually, well, you could still hit them, but you couldn't see them to hit them, if that makes sense. So you were like kind of guessing where they were. So with the Switch, you can now just beat the shit out of them and see them, and actually complete the level easy. So that's a pretty good update, in my opinion, and I know it's one that a couple of people have wanted, because it doesn't like turtles. And another good one is single-player light gun games. The crosshair for the second player will now not be on the screen. And as you can see, looking at the video, my box has just updated. Well, sorry, switched off and switched back on, which means it's getting ready to update. But let's get back to the changelog. Anyway, Atomic Wave, Dreamcast, Neoma Games updated to support save process and load process, which is a really nice feature. We've got also, I know a few people have been wanting this because they can't be asked pressing the start button, inserting credits over and over again. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has all the characters unlocked at the start. And that is a pretty big thing, because I know my mate Chris has been wanting that, just so he can load the game up, play it once, and never play it again. So there you go, Chris. Your dreams have come true. We've also got add favourite game options in the pause menu. So if you pause your game, it's there at the top. Another great one is the aspect ratio switches for the gun games. So if it's in MAME, say like Area 51 or something else, then you can just change the aspect ratio as you do in any other game by holding the start button down for about 3 seconds and just switching it over. So yeah, I'm quite happy with those. Anything? What do you reckon? Anything you want to see? Anything you're not happy with? Put it in the comments below, and we'll see what we can censor 3A and see what they can do. Good news is there are updates coming for the retro shooter over the next couple of days. Let's move on to one of the dumb questions of the weeks. How are the guns, and are they like cheap water pistols? The answer is no. They aren't. So don't be like Donkey Fish. There's no need to spread rumours and fish for issues with anything. It's just no point. So I don't know why people do it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.